Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to focus on my foundation routine. This is how it turned out, okay? And I'm sure you have seen a little glimpse of how I do it sped up in my previous videos, but today I really wanted to go in depth with my technique. This video is made for my oily skin girls, my girls with hyperpigmentation, and anyone that just wants to learn how to beat their face naturally, okay? All right, so let's get into the video. Hey everyone, I'm just going to get into my foundation routine, okay? So, first of all, we gotta fix these brows, so that's what I'm gonna get to doing right now. Okay, so for my brows, I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and this is the shade Chocolate. I just love the effect that this gives my brows. It makes them nice and dark and strong. Not only that, it actually stays on all day. So let's start by filling them in. I usually just do very small strokes, and I'm just going along the natural shape of my brow because I want them to be a very natural look, you know, strong but still natural, okay? That's what we're going for here. So you can see, shape the arch just like that. I was just filling it in along the natural shape. And remember, brows are sisters, not twins, okay? Whether it's one side is a little bit bigger, one side is a little bit longer or shorter, there is a difference. Yeah, and then when we get closer, just shade it in a little bit. Good enough for me. I actually like to sculpt out my brow. I use this concealer. It's actually from the beauty supply store. It's like $4. It's the best concealer for my brows. Like, it's the best for shaping. I love it. And now I'm going in with my tiny concealer brush, or you can actually use a lip brush for this as well. You just need something that's small enough that's gonna give you that nice precision that you're looking for, okay? So I'm going in. And this is where you get to clean it all up. I am actually super jealous of the girls that have really thick and full brows. I was never blessed with that. So if you're out there, just know that I envy you, okay? And I also want to try that brow lamination. I'm seeing that pop up everywhere online. Just blending it out with my finger, of course. And right here I have a little zit. It's almost the time of the month, so I'm getting all kinds of breakouts everywhere. I'm not here for it at all. Not here for the breakouts, okay? We're not. And we just go up to the top. Definitely give it that pop. Yeah, girl. My skin's doing too much. See this right here? See this right here? No, no, no. Through, make sure everything's nice and blended. Works for me. Now, for the actual reason why you guys came to this video today, we're gonna get into the foundation. Okay, so of course, I absolutely have the oiliest skin. I was never blessed with normal skin, so because I have oily skin, I have to make sure that I prime 100%. Okay, this helps with the longevity. This adds that barrier between your skin and the foundation so that when your natural oils begin to seep through, it has more layers that it has to go through. So you definitely want to start with a primer. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. Okay, I love this thing. So I do have some blemishes that want to come to the party and they're not invited, that I need to cover up. Okay, so I have a little line here that I like to just color correct around the mouth area, my cheek. So yeah, if you have dark spots, you can actually just use a red tone concealer. Okay, and this one, I've had this forever. It's the LA Girl one. It's my favorite. And I think this shade is called, it's just called Orange Corrector. You can find these anywhere. They're super affordable and it gets the job done. So I'm one of those girls, I like to use brushes. I know everybody is super into the whole sponge craze, beauty blenders. I tried sponges. I tried sponges and no. Okay, I like coverage. I 100% prefer brushes. I just like the effect that it gives me. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a foundation brush, just blend that out. Okay, blend. Step 1, we prime. Step 2, we color correct. Now here's the game changer that really makes my foundation super long wearing and inhibits the oils that like to seep through. I actually saw this tip from Jackie Aina, so shout out to her, and I started doing this, and believe you me, it makes all the difference. Okay, so going in with my setting powder. This is a Laura Mercier translucent one, so it should look like that. Go in and dab. So I go like that, like this. Like I said, I love this foundation. It has become a staple in my collection. I mean, where were we? What were we doing before Fenty came into our lives, guys? Like, how many of us were not able to find our shade? I'm one of them. I've always struggled to find my perfect match because I'm somewhere in the deep tan section. Somewhere in the deep tan section, okay, of the foundation spectrum. But yet they never seem to get the undertone right because I'm also super yellow. So this one, it's appearing a little bit lighter, but you know, with the Fenty foundations, they actually dry down to a bit of a darker color. So when you first apply it, it looks one way, but then after a couple of minutes on the skin, you can already see it shifting. It begins to look like the true shade. So do you see how that illuminator dewdrops actually help it to look a little bit more skin-like, even though we have what, 3 layers underneath this foundation? And I actually like to really blend my foundation in, like spend the time to blend. It makes your foundation look 10 times better, like 10 times. Just spend that extra minute and go through. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take whatever is left over my eyes. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, we are looking at all kinds of Goddess Golden. I'm gonna go back in with the tiniest pump just to increase coverage a little bit on my forehead, my nose. Being super careful of my brows. Okay, and there we have it. Like I said, once this sets, it will set down a little bit deeper. But do you see that like lit from within glow that I'm getting to the skin? Love it. I like to use a fluffy brush to conceal, and for concealer I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear, and it's about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, just to brighten up the under eye. Get my mirror so I can see what I'm doing here. So I used about a pump of that, and I'm going to use it to do both of my under eyes. Okay. Yeah, and you just wanna lightly tap this in to your skin. Like, you don't want to do too much, because you want to highlight. Just blend that out. Like, do you see how much more coverage you get when you use the fluffy blending brush? This brush is actually from Real Techniques, and I gotta tell you, this brush is amazing. Real Techniques are super affordable, and the quality is there, okay? You do not need to be spending hundreds of dollars on brushes. You just don't. Looking a tad cray. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that, just the slightest amount. Slightest. And we're gonna add a little bit on the nose. I said a little bit, but that's actually a lot. How I like to do it, it gives you so much more control, and you get to really concentrate the product and work it in. So everything will be seamlessly blended. Okay, I look cray, but believe me, it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna come together. Not going in with excess product. I'm just using whatever is left on the brush to blend out my chin and a little bit of my upper lip. So not only do we look like a ghost, we are gonna fix all of that up with my concealer. I'm gonna contour with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is a shade a couple tones darker than me. Here, that, under here. And then for the elusive nose contour. I'm gonna use my same foundation brush to blend that out. Make sure we get that nice gradient on the 5 head. We have trimmed it down. We want to make it look natural, as natural as can be. And we set where we highlighted, because you don't want creasing. Creasing is not cute. Okay, and make sure you look up and press into that. Okay, let's look up, press. Set that. Set the old nose and forehead. I also like to set in my smile line. There. Okay, so I don't bake for super long. I just want it to look set but still natural. So I just bake for like less than 2 minutes, and then I dust off the excess with my MAC Studio Fix foundation. Powder foundation in shade NC 43.5. I go in with another Real Techniques face brush, and then I begin to dust all of this bad boy off, because we do not want to be looking casket ready. That is not the goal. Okay. And the Laura Mercier powder is super, super matte, so you definitely don't want to keep this on for too long, because it will make you look quite dry if that's not the look you're going for. There's times where I want to be full drag, honey, full drag. But on a typical day-to-day, I'm good with setting for less than 2 minutes. One last blend. Okay. And now I'm going in with my powder bronzer or contour powder. And I'm just using a blush brush for that. This one's also Real Techniques, but I believe it was limited edition. Just bring some color back into our face. Blend, carry that under my jawline. I like to just go down the sides of my nose with that also. And bring it up. So down, and like that. Finishing touches, of course, you know you need your blush. And I'm using the same brush to apply my nice little light pink blush from Maybelline. Look at that, so pretty. This nice cool toned baby pink. I am a blush girl, so I will layer it up, honey. And of course, everybody's favorite part, highlighter. I'm going in with a rosy pink highlighter. Look at that. Tell me that isn't beautiful. The highlight. Okay. Sides of the forehead. Yes, we do. I don't want to do too much on my nose. Definitely on the top lip. Look at that. Beautiful. And I be going in on highlighter, I really do. I be going in. Brow bone. Oh, look at that sheen. There it is. Bam. Bam. Yes. Yes, honey. Okay, so at this stage, you can either complete your eye look. I'm actually gonna leave it right here for this video because my next video is going to be a eyeshadow look. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure you watch, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have lots of beauty content coming, lots of entrepreneurship content, okay, because your girl does have her own business. I'm definitely in the beauty sphere, the makeup sphere, and maybe you'll see some of my products featured in my tutorials. So definitely stay tuned for that.